Hello everybody, how y'all doing tonight? Hope you're having a great night. Hope you had a great day. So right now I wanted to discuss Roman Reigns drink. Um, and I wanted to let you guys know that he is already full blown heel, and I don't understand why nobody gets it. Like everybody that I've seen online, that I've seen in videos, that I've seen on Reddit, is saying that Roman should go heel, and he already did. Like he's full blown heel already. In the feud with AJ Styles that is currently happening, Roman is heel and AJ Styles is face. Now it does get a little confusing because Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows are they're heels, and AJ's a face leading a team of heels, and the Usos are face, and Roman is a heel leading a team of faces. But that is still, when you look at just Roman and just AJ, Roman is heel and AJ is face. And I actually have a few pictures that prove this. I'm going to prove this to you. Now, obviously, in this first picture here, you have the power bomb that Roman gave AJ on Raw this week. Now, if you look at the circle that I drew here so expertly on Microsoft Paint, you'll see that AJ that not AJ, my bad, that Roman has legit turned heel. You'll see that he has legit, in the way that pro wrestling is a storytelling with their bodies. He has moved his body. He has turned heel. In throwing AJ through the table as a heel move, he is legitimately a bad guy and he's willing to do anything to hold on to his title. He's a heel. He is not the good guy in the story. He is a heel. Another reason you can tell this in this picture is if you look at Roman's face, his face is completely covered. Now, a good guy is called the face, and that's because historically, in pro wrestling, in the world of pro wrestling, the good guy's face is usually protected because you don't want the star of your company and the person that represents the federation or wrestling organization to have a beat up and ugly face. And that's why the good guys are called faces. That's why they're baby faces, because you want to protect their face so that they don't look beat up. That's why guys like The Rock, still have that chiseled, perfect face. And then you look at somebody like New Jack, you know what I mean? Or, maybe even Ric Flair a few years back before the surgery, and you'll see that their faces are busted up. And they look rough because their faces have not been protected. In this feud, AJ is still the face. His face is still being protected. The camera will zoom in on his face. He is the face, and Roman is actually the heel. Another thing I want you to look at is AJ Styles and Roman Reigns' signature move. I'm going to compare and contrast them to you, and I'm going to explain in kayfabe why these moves prove that AJ is the face and Roman is the heel. Now, Mexican wrestling, which is the style of wrestling that I grew up on, is very clear about who the good guys and the bad guys are. There's technicos and there's rudos. Now, in kayfabe, which means what the storyline dictates, is that every wrestling match is built a specific way. There's rules. Um, you can't do low blows, and you can't use closed fist, things of that sort. Now, the bad guys will break the rules, and they'll use closed fists. Now, this is obviously not necessarily the case in American wrestling, but it is historically and traditionally the case for pro wrestling. So when you look at their signature moves, and you take this into consideration, that using a closed fist is a heel tactic, then you'll see that AJ's phenomenal forearm, or yeah, his flying forearm, his springboard forearm, is not a closed fist because he hits you with his forearm. It would hurt more if he uses his fist, but he doesn't use his fist because he's a face. He's a good guy and he wants to follow the rules. In contrast, however, Roman's Superman punch is a legit punch. He hits everybody with a closed fist, which is a very heel thing to do. And again, puts forward what I'm saying here, that storyline wise and traditionally and historically, Roman Reigns is the heel in this feud, and AJ Styles is the face. And finally, the final point that I think really solidified Roman as a heel to me personally is the low blow. Um, he very clearly went low against AJ, which would usually mean he retains the title in a very coward-like way. He wasn't able to beat AJ. He couldn't beat AJ. So he goes low in order to retain his title because that is, in kayfabe and story-wise, an illegal thing to do, right? So with him going low, he keeps the title even though he loses, and that is like the most heel thing you can do. Storyline-wise, I'm saying if you are able to look past the idea that it's scripted and predetermined and you're able to enjoy it because it's scripted and predetermined like you would a regular show. And if you were to think about who the good guys and the bad guys are in the storyline, then Roman going for a low blow, which is an illegal move, is very much a sign that he is a bad guy. Roman is the bad guy in this feud. He is the heel. And AJ Styles is the face. He is the good guy. Everybody's mad that Roman isn't heel yet, but the truth is, he already is heel. And they turned him at Payback and the Raw after Payback.